This puzzle book launched 4 months back and is raking in roughly $6,600 monthly. Another one, just 3 months old, is pulling in around $5,800 monthly. Even more astounding, a book that hit the market at last month's end is seeing a flurry of daily purchases, with projected earnings of $2,800. In our video today, I'll guide you on outperforming rivals by setting up a similar venture, but at a pace 10 times quicker, thanks to AI. We'll explore everything from brainstorming product concepts to crafting a polished final product. Stick around and I'll share a potent strategy to multiply your income by 10. While browsing Amazon's top-selling items, I stumbled upon the latest word search games. What amazed me was that these books, launched just a few weeks back, are already bringing in a hefty income. And the interesting part, anyone can craft and release similar books using Amazon KDP, which I'll explain in our video today. To kick things off, you'll need a theme for your book. It could be a theme like summer, travel, dogs, nature, and so on. There are various methods to pinpoint a niche for your puzzles, but I'll walk you through my top 2 picks. First, pop over to ChatGPT and request a niche list for word search books. Doing this will present you with general niches. From this list, you can start to hone in on specifics. Suppose you're drawn to the transport and vehicles niche. Just prompt the chatbot for topics under this category. Now, as you'll notice, we've got more focused topics like classic cars, motorcycles, air journeys, space voyages, and the like. Your next step? Dive into these ideas and see how similar books are faring. Another method to gather ideas is by checking out top sellers and new entries. These books have a track record of success and are generating income. However, we're not aiming to directly replicate these ideas. Suppose you're inclined to craft a word search book centered around dogs, similar to this one. Just navigate to ChatGPT and request a compilation of dog-related topics. This approach lets you zone in on a specific area and craft something akin to what's already resonating with readers. Alright, let's dive into the product I've chosen to craft. After some digging, I noticed that books aimed at adults, especially those with a travel theme, are hitting the mark right now. So, why not craft something along those lines? I began by examining the listing to grasp the product's essence. Next, I turned to ChatGPT, requesting a compilation of 20 travel-centric topics. Using these varied themes will shape our book. My strategy is to design 2 puzzles for each theme, rounding up to 40 puzzles in total. Of course, you can adjust the number to your preference. This is just a sample approach. You're aware that word search puzzles have 2 primary components, the words to be found and the puzzle grid itself. Let's start by generating the words. Just prompt the bot to produce a list of words tied to your chosen theme. For me, it's world capitals. To add a twist, I requested a fun fact linked to each topic, offering readers both entertainment and knowledge. I opted for 20 words since my plan is 2 puzzles for each theme, each containing 10 words. Your next step is to continue this process for all your chosen themes. I'd recommend setting up a Google Sheet to catalog the themes and their corresponding words for clarity. Once that's sorted, you can dive into crafting the puzzles and finalizing your book using Canva. To craft the puzzles, I'll use a complimentary online tool, and I'll drop its link in the description for you. You can label the title section with any placeholder. Next, decide on the grid size by selecting the number of rows and columns. This choice will determine the puzzle's complexity. Since my audience is adults, I'm opting for a 15 by 15 grid. Now, it's time to input the words. Just go back to your spreadsheet, grab the initial 10 words, and insert them here. You'll also need to pick the directions for the words, which, again, influences the puzzle's challenge level. Next, pick your desired colors. I lean towards black for the text and a soft gray for the grid. For the answers, I stick with black and gray as well. Once you've set your preferences, hit the Generate Word Search button. Then proceed to download both the puzzle and its solution as images. You'll end up with 2 visuals, one of the puzzle and the other of its solution. To craft the subsequent puzzle, swap out the initial words with the following set of 10 and repeat the process for all your topics. It's a good idea to make a separate folder for each theme, housing both the puzzles and their corresponding answers, ensuring everything stays neat and tidy. After you've crafted the puzzles, it's time to design the inside of your book using Canva. First, decide on your book's dimensions. A good way to determine this is by looking at similar books on Amazon to see their sizes. For instance, in this sample, The book measures 8.5 by 11 inches. Next, go to Canva and set up a design with these exact measurements. Begin by uploading your first puzzle and centering it. Then, add a text box for the words to be found. You might also want to include the theme, puzzle number, and perhaps some graphics. Once that's set, duplicate your puzzle, swap out the puzzle and word list for the next set, and continue this pattern for all your puzzles. Afterward, focus on the answers page, which will be positioned at the back of the book. Just insert the answer image and its corresponding puzzle number. Do this for every puzzle. When you've completed this, save your designs as a PDF print. Now, you're ready to design the book's cover. Once more, it's crucial to have the right measurements. Go to Google and look up the Amazon KDP cover size calculator. Click on the first result, input the necessary details, then hit Calculate Dimensions and download the template. Next, return to Canva and set up a design using the dimensions from the template you just downloaded. What I typically do is upload the PNG file of the template to Canva and fit it into my design space. Hit Shift+R on your keyboard and a ruler will pop up. Use this ruler to set guidelines based on the template, ensuring your design aligns perfectly. Now, let your creativity flow and craft your book cover. Here's how mine turned out. I used ChatGPT for the book title and Midjourney for the graphics. A handy tip is to overlay your template on your design and adjust its transparency to ensure everything aligns. When satisfied, save your cover as a PDF print. With that, your word search book is complete and ready for Amazon. If you're unsure about the publishing process, I have a tutorial on my channel that walks you through publishing on Amazon step by step. So, as I mentioned earlier, here's a tip that could potentially elevate your venture. You're probably aware that Amazon allows you to list your book across various marketplaces. My suggestion? Consider translating your book into multiple languages to cater to diverse readers. This not only broadens your audience, but also reduces competition. For instance, a general search for word search books yields over 10,000 results. However, if you look up a Spanish version of the same, the results shrink to just 500. I stumbled upon a Spanish word search book listing that, despite being only 4 months old, is already raking in over $1,000 each month. Similarly, an Italian counterpart is earning around $1,200 monthly. So, if I decide to convert my travel-themed book to Spanish, I'd begin by breaking it down section by section. Then I'd request the chatbot to handle the Spanish translation. You'll be surprised at how swiftly you can get the whole book translated this way. Once that's done, you can follow the same steps to craft the new puzzles. Next, jump over to Canva. Make the required tweaks to your design, save it in PDF print format, and then upload it onto Amazon. By adopting this approach, you're broadening your reach and potentially boosting your sales by catering to a fresh audience. I appreciate you sticking around till the end of this video. A big thank you for your continued support, and a special shout out to you for being among the dedicated few who truly commit to learning and growth.